What is up everybody? In this video I'm going to be giving you my number one running headphones. What is up everybody and welcome back to 40 Runs. How are we all doing people? Let me know in the comments, and while you're down there tell me what is your go-to set of running headphones. Let me know in the comments, I'll be very interested to know, and also other people may be interested in finding out what's popular. In this video, like I said at the start, I'm giving you my number one pair of headphones. What are they? Well, they're the Aftershokz Aeropex. So who are or what is Aftershokz? Well, Aftershokz are a professional sports headphone brand, very popular and getting more popular by the day. They have got bone conduction technology in their headphones, which is why it's my number one pair of headphones. What is bone conduction technology? We're going to talk about that very briefly, then we're going to get onto the features and talk about why I think these are the best pair of running headphones currently on the market. So what are bone conduction headphones? Now I've done some videos on this sort of stuff before, but if you're new to 40 Runs, you're new to bone conduction headphones, basically they sit outside of your ear and they haven't got speakers in them, they amplify sound through your cheekbones or through your bones into your skull that basically turns into music or turns into sound. So it's the vibrations that are working on the outside of the ear and through the bone into the brain. It sends the signals that creates the sound. It's all about sound waves and all that sort of stuff. That's how it works. So it sits outside of the ear, so that means it is safe. Now what do I mean about why is it safe? Well, if you think about it, when you're running along, you've got something in your ear, it is really hard to hear what is going on around you, which is why these headphones from Aftershokz are so awesome. So the technology, I would say, is not new anymore. When it first came out, people were like, what's that? I think a lot of us now as runners know about the bone conduction headphones and what they are and what they're about. But if you don't, then as I said, it's all about the vibrations and amplifies through your skull, and that's how the sound transmits into your brain. It keeps the ear open, which is the most important thing, because you can hear what is going on around you, which is why I love them, particularly for me running down the canal and towpaths. If I've got cyclists coming behind me, like today, I was running up in the trails, I had horses coming behind me, but I heard them. You can hear the cars. And more importantly, if you're doing races and events, now these are England Athletics approved, the Aftershokz bone conduction headphones. Sorry, bone conduction headphones in general are England Athletics approved. In some races they are allowed, because closed earphones aren't allowed in races and stuff by England Athletics. I don't know what it's like where you are in your part of the world, let me know in the comments, but over here England Athletics allow bone conduction headphones in some races and events. But the reason that is because it keeps the ear open. You can hear marshal instructions. You can hear if somebody needs help. You can hear, you know, if there's an ambulance coming through, all that sort of stuff. It just means there's more of a chance of a safer race, which is what's really, really important. So that's kind of what Aftershokz are and the bone conduction is. Let's get on to how these what's the best way, perform and why I like them so much. Actually guys, before we get into how they perform and why I like them so much, a bit of a disclaimer, should have done it at the start, my bad. These were sent to me by Aftershokz, but they've got no control over this video. I can say anything I like as always at 40 Runs, and I'm not getting paid, but I just wanted to let you know. But let's get stuck in with the rest of the video. Right, so why do I like the Aeropex? Now my old version I'm going to get this wrong. I think these are the titanium Treks. I may be wrong. These are really old. but they've been going for years, which I think is testament himself to Aftershokz, because these have been bruised and battered and chucked about and all that sort of stuff, and they're still working just fine, people. I say these are at least 4 or 5 years old. They're my go-to. Now, I've been sent over the years different pairs of headphones and all that sort of stuff, and I've always reverted back to these. But what I like about the Aeropex headphones is they just feel a little bit more comfortable. Now, neither of these are uncomfortable, I'm sorry, and these in particular, I'm not saying are uncomfortable, but I like the way with the Aeropex, it's just a bit slimmed down. Can you see what I mean? In terms of that, and also the sound quality just seems to be better. Talking about sound quality, let's get some of the stats and some of the features out of the way. I know I spoke about the bone conduction, but there's some other cool stuff on these headphones before we get into, again, what it's like to actually run with them. So the Aeropex from Aftershokz are 150 quid on Amazon, basically. It's where probably most people buy them. But yeah, you can get them on the Aftershokz website as well. But they're £150 here in the UK. Like I said a second ago, they are England Athletics recognised, which means they're allowed to be used in open road races in England. IP67 waterproof. So that's waterproof and sweat alarm when charging the headphones, IP67. There's 50% leakage reduction. They reduce the sound leakage by 50% compared to the air, which is the other ones. We've got 26 grams in weight. We will weigh these, by the way, and we'll do a comparison of the two of them. They're obviously designed for sports. This is the 8th bone conduction, latest 8th bone conduction technology, premium pitch 2+, which allows more bass dynamic range and less vibration feelings. Now, what that means is when you on some of them, particularly my older ones, when you've got them on your cheekbones, you can kind of feel the vibrations, in particular if you're on the phone to somebody, because I like to talk to people when I'm running along, but you can really feel that vibrations. But another reason for these is why I like these so much, is that vibrations definitely reduced. 100% reduced from my side. It just doesn't feel like buzzing on the side of your cheekbones when you're talking to somebody. Not necessarily with the music on the old ones, but when you're talking to somebody. In terms of the music, I don't feel the vibrations much at all. You do when you first put them on, but once you get into your run, you don't really notice it. When you are running in them, they absolutely fit like a glove. They don't, see this at the back, it doesn't move around, they don't slip around over the place. You're not sitting there going, I don't know about you, but with your AirPods or your iPhone ones, you're always going like this, or adjusting them, or pulling the cables, or even like the wireless ones, moving them about. They just sit here and you forget about them. Now, I've worn Aftershokz, I mean, I've worn these in marathons, right? You know, 4.5 hours down to, you know, under 4 hours. And I've had no issues in terms of even knowing that they were on. They're just, yeah, and that's the biggest compliment I think I can give them. All the Aftershokz is that you kind of forget that you're wearing them, but you've got the tunes there, but you can still have a conversation. Ask Toby. He has his Aftershokz on, he has his sound down low, but he still can hear me talking. Obviously, I talk quite loudly, but he can still hear me talking and we have a conversation because he's still got it on, but he can still hear because his ear is open. So it just adds up the whole thing to a package that I think makes the best pair of running headphones. In terms of charging, easy enough, stick it on there. In terms of connectivity, piece of cake. You just turn them on when you first get them out of the thing. They, you know, flash blue and red and stuff. Go on your phone, find them on Bluetooth. It's all connected up. It takes like 2 seconds. Actually, you might have seen it in the B-roll at the start. It is that easy, people. And then you just switch them on. You turn your music on your phone. Out you go. It is so simple to use. It can't be any more simple. But like I said, just to conclude, finally, we get there. The reason I think these are the best running headphones is because they are safe. I think, yeah, £150 is a lot of money, but you're getting good quality. I've had no issues in terms of quality of any Aftershokz headphones I've ever had. In particular, these say, oh, stop there. We didn't weigh them. Hold tight. I was just getting in the conclusion. Full flow, hang on. So, we're going to do them in grams, okay? 30. My old ones, 30 grams. New ones? 25. There you go, lighter. So, to conclude, go back a step. Yeah, I think they are the #1 running headphone for me. They're safe, you can hear what's going on around you. £150, I appreciate, is a lot of money. I'm lucky, obviously, I get sent them, but I think it's a good investment. You can spend £150 on like the ones that go in your ears and stuff like that, but for me, I just feel a lot more safer and a lot more comfortable knowing what is going on around me. You've got the added benefits of using them in the race, if the race allows you. Obviously, each race is different. And the sound quality is good, and they've improved the vibration. So there's nothing really to say negative about them. I can't see what negative comments I've got. Let me know if you've got any negative comments about Aftershokz earphones. Headphones. I'd like to have checked that out in the comments. They also do a waterproof set that you can wear, which has got a memory in it that you can actually wear in the pool. I mean, how awesome is that? Because, you know, I don't know about you, but swimming is really, really boring. But yeah, they do now a pair that you can wear in the pool and you can put songs on it and just like crack on with the laps. I mean, how awesome is that? So you can even use those without even worrying about taking your phone out, because you can preload all your songs on there. I mean, that's a different pair. We're not talking about those today. I think these at £149, and if you can get them on sale, even better, are the best running headphones, people.